most important thing I would tell myself is the most important skill on a homestead is what would I tell my younger self? A homestead edition. This is a collaboration with Lorella, Not a Farm Girl, a homesteading adventure. What are things that we would tell ourselves, our younger selves, so they wouldn't have to live through it again?
That list could be this long, or it could also just be a tiny little thing.
I think a good one would be, don't be intimidated.
No.
Things are much simpler than they look.
Yeah.
Like if you are really afraid to do things and you think they're all going to be so difficult, you'll never do it. Like for instance, solar. It's really not as hard as it looks.
Solar is very, very simple. Solar power. It's made out to be this big hoopla thing on YouTube. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna run, you know, several thousand kilowatt system, okay. But if you're running your chicken coop off solar, simple, very simple.
Yes. And another thing, for your tools and for things you're going to use all the time, it's not worth it to cheap out.
No.
No.
Unless you want to get really mad, very often.
Yeah, and throw things. Don't buy a cheap chainsaw.
No.
No.
Don't.
Don't buy a used chainsaw.
No.
No. Don't buy a used rototiller.
No. Don't. Invest your money wisely, up front, in quality equipment.
Quality tools. So you don't have as many gray hairs on your beard.
Yes. All of these gray hairs here, each individual one, on this side anyways, each individual one is how many times I fixed the used rototiller that we bought.
That didn't make it with us here.
No, we left that. We left that back at the other homestead. Yeah.
That being said though, you don't need to buy the best of everything. A lot of things you can just build. It's better to build. Like you don't need to go out and buy the $3,000 fancy dancy chicken coop.
No.
Sometimes it's better what you build because then it fits what you need.
Yeah. It fits within what you're working on your individual homestead.
If you're afraid to start making beer, unless you have all the right exact equipment, you'll never do it. Just get a 5-gallon food grade bucket and put a little tap in it. Boom. You got a beer brewer. And it's delicious.
It is.
So they might sound contradictory, but tools, things you use all the time, don't cheap out.
Don't cheap out.
But other things, you can build it. You can find ways around it, and it's experience and also just thinking about it makes you realize what you need to spend the money on and what you can build yourself and what you can find different ways around and what you can buy used, because you can buy a lot of things used. Another thing would be, don't think about each part of your homestead as separate entities. No, they're all connected.
Yep. Your homestead is one ecosystem, so to speak.
So when you're thinking about chickens, don't be so focused in on chickens and not think about other parts. So let's just think about for feed. You're like, okay, I have to buy the feed, I have to do this. But what if you can grow some of their feed in your garden? You go the other way around, thinking about all the fertilizer you have to buy and all the ways you need to heat your greenhouse. Why not think about the chickens there? You can use their manure in your greenhouse to heat it.
You can even have your chickens live in your greenhouse.
You can use your chickens to till your garden. There's so many ways you can combine all the different elements of your homestead together, so when you're planning, don't think about everything in isolation.
Think of it as one whole operation.
And last but not least, I think the most important thing I would tell myself is the most important skill on a homestead is a can-do attitude.
Absolutely.
A lot of people might be afraid, and I think we might have waited a little bit longer than we should have to start homesteading because we thought, well, we're not experts. I'm not a mechanic. I won't know how to fix things. I don't have a horticulture degree.
But we wanted to do it.
But we wanted to do it. And we found from experience that if you have a can-do attitude, you can learn it.
Mm-hmm.
You can figure it out. No one is born a mechanic.
No. Well, I mean, maybe some people are.
Maybe your uncle.
Yeah, he probably was.
Yeah. But that's about it. Those are the 5 things that if we had the chance, we would tell our younger selves.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And so many more, but those 5 things
Yep.
are really important.
Yeah, those are the top 5. There's another 7,000 things that we would probably tell our younger selves.
Yeah.
Lorella, thanks for asking us to join in on this collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely something that when you look back over the time that you've spent developing your homestead, or however you want to term that idea, that you really reflect on where you started and where you are now.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So until next time.
See ya.